Oh, excuse you. Look at that dirty bird. Good morning, everyone. I'm here at Goats with Horns Animal Sanctuary with Real Time Rescue. Figured I'd just do a little morning check in. Last night we had our annual bingo fundraiser. We also made it a pumpkin smash. So, since we are just, a few days after Halloween, we asked that everyone keep their pumpkins as long as they were unpainted and unbleached and bring them for the animals to enjoy last night. So we had a good time. We got to meet some new people. It was wonderful. Right now, these turkeys are just so chatty. My goodness, I don't know what they're gossiping about, but they have a lot to say. I don't know if you guys can even hear me over their chatter. Zoe's the one up on top, and if you remember, probably mentioned before that she is our OG turkey. She was the last one out of the three original turkeys that came here to live at Goats with Horns Animal Sanctuary. So she's super old and she does have some mobility issues, which is why she is usually the last one and kind of hesitant to jump down off of the tops of the coops or fence from where she roosts. It's morning here. It's 7:12 a.m. So everybody's waking up and everybody's been having breakfast. We have some extra help this morning, and Johnny right now over there, you see he's scooping up and raking the goat poo area. We have Esperanza. We actually have somebody who is a local gardener who is going to come and grab just a little bag of some of the poo from for their garden today. And we are not selling it or anything like that. We don't make a profit or do anything like that. The animals are here with us and we don't take anything from them. However, if a local gardener does wish to use some of the manure, that is totally fine with us because we have to pay money to have a dumpster as it is to cart away all of our manure. So might as well let somebody take a little bit off our hands. Hello, sir. Looks like Thomas has a little dirty face, just some hay. Probably saw he's still limping just a tiny bit. He has already had his liquid glucosamine and CBD. So the only kind of sad news, hello, sir, from the bingo aftermath, and it does happen sometimes, but Miss Norma Jean overindulged herself on pumpkins. I'm going to take a break to say hi to Mr. Gilbert. And she is not feeling well this morning. Norma Jean is our Black Holstein cow back here. And as it is right now, we go through usually 6 very packed crates of hay. It varies a little bit at different times of the year as we are getting in a little bit cooler weather and into winter. All this lawn here, it's a wild grass and it actually dies every single year. So you can still see it's kind of green, but it's starting to turn a little yellow and brown. It will be all completely gone. So without any pasture for them, we have to increase the amount of hay we feed, of course. So this morning, like I said, we normally do 6 things of hay, crates of hay, and they usually just wolf it down so quickly. We only did 4 this morning, and let's see if I can get in here. I can't really. Oh, you can kind of see right under Norma Jean's in that little space between her neck right there, but she barely touched her hay. She just kind of spread it out and she was mooing, doing this, really sad little cry. We think she's doing a little better now. The good sign is that she did still eat a little bit. If she hadn't eaten anything, that would kind of tell us that she was, really sick, had really overindulged, was really feeling bad. But it was, of course, sad to see. She didn't want to go in her pen this morning, and normally she kind of has been lately, especially with the cooler weather, very excited to go in and eat, kind of booking it. Yesterday she was bucking and running to her stall, kind of making us a little nervous that she would have accidentally bumped us or something, which she did not, but we just tried to be cautious. I did mix up, I thought she might benefit, but she won't drink it. I mixed up, you can see the brown liquid in that bowl there. I put in some probiotic paste, baking soda, a little salt, and molasses. That's what's making it brown. But I thought that, that's similar, minus the probiotic paste. That is like the electrolyte mix that we had been feeding to the goats and sheep all summer, and even the birds. We were giving them some bird electrolytes just because we are here in Arizona in the United States, and we are part of the Sonoran Desert, and it gets extremely hot here. I don't remember offhand the conversion between Fahrenheit and Celsius, but we had over 30 days of 110 or higher degrees with no break, and we broke a few records in this summer, so it was a really hard one on the animals. But like you can see, she is not touching it, and the cows normally love it, and she would not. I've tried to even dip my hand in it and put my hand right on her snout when I was petting her, so she would maybe lick her lips and realize like, oh, that's tasty, this is good. But she doesn't even want it. Like you can see, she didn't even eat her one crate of hay, and we usually give her like one and a half pretty parked ones, and she's not doing good. But like I said, she was crying, like doing like just this low moo moo. Of course, I'm not very good at imitating, but she hasn't been doing that for a while. She did stand up when she had been even laying down and mooing like that, and she normally doesn't just lay down. um, not not this early in the day, maybe for obviously for like a nap or for rest later on, but the fact that she was laying down and crying was just breaking our hearts. That's why I ran over to make that batch of probiotic electrolyte drink for her, but she's like, I don't care, I don't want it. But like I said, when she saw me carrying it over, she probably thought it was a bowl of food, so she stood up. And when she did stand up, she relieved herself. She went to the bathroom, and since that happened, she has not been crying. So I'm hoping that maybe whatever her overindulging and all the extra pumpkin and goodies that she got last night is kind of passing through and making her feel back to normal. Everybody was a little full this morning, so they're doing good though. Nobody is overly full or overdid it, other than poor Norma Jean. But we had, I don't even know, I should have counted, but I don't even know how many pumpkins we got last night. Probably, if I had to guess, maybe 30 or so. I'm not sure, but we had bingo on the other side of the fence over there. And at one point we had a little contest. So everyone went up, grabbed a pumpkin, and we tried to see who could throw it the farthest, and whoever threw it the furthest won. And so all the animals were just, hi Zeus, all the animals were just running over, getting, a pumpkin. And when you throw it really far, with enough force and momentum, even a hard pumpkin, splats on the ground, it, breaks open. And so that way, everybody was able to get to some. For example, like a goat probably couldn't break open a hard pumpkin by themselves, whereas the pigs can because they have those strong tusks. But since everybody was throwing them super far, they would burst open, and the cows can sometimes kind of stomp on them and get them nice and small and accessible for everyone. There's Mr. Julio. Yeah, so like I said, everybody's hanging out. They're doing better now. The boys, these guys here, Julio on the left and Zeus on the right. The piggies, they were over in their little cuddle puddle this morning. There's like a little dirt pile over there. They're both all snuggled up. Normally they're so excited about their pig feed in the morning. They kind of chase us around. And again, like I said, bingo aftermath. They were still so full, so I had to kind of go over, wake them up, and be like, "Hey, here's your pig feed." So, and then they did eat it. Zeus did not eat the cucumber in his bowl, though. I give him a little tiny bit of cucumber, and he didn't even eat that. He's like, "I've had so much produce." So we're not going to be giving them any produce today. Give their digestive systems a break. They all had plenty last night, but you can see everyone's kind of moseying around. And what a difference from a month or two ago, when at this time of day everybody would already be napping and trying to find a shady spot. But now that it is getting into November, it's nice and cool in the morning. I think we are still going to be around 90 degrees Fahrenheit today, or in the upper 80s, but recently it's been even cooler than that. And even though that sounds hot, when it's only gets to that temperature for just a little while all morning. Like right now, it's probably in the upper 50s. It's pretty chilly. You can see we're acclimated here in the desert. So, we've got hoodies on. I had two jackets. I have boots with faux fur, over my leggings. I'll just, a little wimpy when it comes to the cold, but we are not complaining. Anyways, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to talk about. I do not yet have the totals that we raised for our bingo fundraiser, but we did have a good turnout. Like I said, there were over 30 people. It could have even been closer to 40. We were a little worried at first. It seemed like there weren't very many people. We had created an event on Facebook, so to get the word out, and it didn't seem like there were that many people compared to bingo events in the past that were saying that they could go, but it wound up being a great turnout. It was a great crowd. Like I said, we got to meet some new friends, new people that had never been to the sanctuary before. They got to, feed pumpkins and play some bingo. We had some fun, cool prizes, and it was just a great time. Let's go over and peek at the ducks really quick. I gave them a bunch of greens earlier. The ducks didn't overindulge. Last night they were all in their stalls. So there's Mr. Elvis. Hello. He's over there. He might be thinking about getting some of that spinach. And Clyde and Bruno Mars, they ate a little bit out of their pile. Try to give them some greens or lettuce since they do live in the stalls. They don't have, access to, foraging. And so we kind of bring a little bit of veggies on occasion to them. Oh, it looks like Mr. Clyde is grabbing a leaf now. Every once in a while, it's funny. It's like they get, camera shy and they won't, like, they'll stop eating when I go to film. I think it's cute with the way the duck beaks kind of just go so fast. And I try to, get little cute video clips of that. And then they'll look at me and they'll stop eating. Like, don't record me while I'm eating. But that's okay. All right. Well, I'm going to jump off so I can help Johnny with this goat poo poo over here. Good morning, Rapunzel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Have a great day.